think it's recording. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? We're using the UOKOO camera. I set it back to 1080p. The last time I used this was the Walmart pickup on that cloudy day, and it did not look too clear. Today we got a beautiful sunny day. The lens is not facing the sun. We're going a little different route here today. One of the biggest reasons I wanted to make another video is if you notice, everything's starting to green up really good. Trees are just about full bloom now. We're going down to McDonald's to get a coffee. About the only time we get to go out is when I go to Home Depot, go to grocery shopping, or sit in the car and have coffee at Old McDonald's farm. So that's just the way it is. The state opened up yesterday partially on outdoor dining, but none of the restaurants I go to are going to be having outdoor dining. It costs them too much. They don't have the room for it. So it's the same old story, to go only. And not only that, it gets chilly in the morning, and even if they had outside dining, who the hell wants to sit there in the cold on a cold morning having your breakfast and shivering and having your toast and home fries getting cold? Not me. Close this window a little bit. Probably got a little bit of wind noise, but not too bad. This camera's really good for driving videos. I was impressed with the night vision that Doug did on his, so of course I can't do any, I don't drive at night, so you know, I can drive to a local store or something, but I really don't even like doing that. So my driving is in the daytime only. This is the long way to go to McDonald's, way out of the way.
I got a haircut the other day.
Yes. Tommy went into Dollar General. I waited in the car. I didn't need anything. He was going to go and get some breath mints. And he came out with a hair clipper. A Wahl, W-A-H-L. That's a good brand. For $20. And his mom buzzed his hair the other day outside, and he looks good. Came out good. So we save $20 some dollars or whatever it costs to go to the barber.
It's cheaper that way.
Yeah, and it works very well. Excellent. It doesn't pull or anything. My wife looked up that same exact model Wahl, and it was $139 on Amazon. I am surprised Amazon let those crooks charge that kind of money for a $20 hair trimmer. Tommy really lucked out. So he bought that on his own, but his mom gave him back the money for it because that's something that we supply him. He doesn't, it's not something that he plays with, like games and stuff. So, yes, that was a good thing you did, Tom. It really.
Yes, it was.
I was upset at first because I said, you come out with a hair clipper, most of those things pull, they're not good. Well, when he showed me the brand, W-A-H-L, a Wahl, those are good. Those are good brand. I used to have a battery-operated soldering iron made by that company. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they do make shavers and stuff too. So that's a very good investment. And it came with a little thing of oil but my wife ordered a large container of oil so we can maintain it, because those little containers of oil that come with them, with the razor, always leak. They always leak and they're empty when you want to use it the next time, because when you lay it down in the container, it came with a little plastic snap carrying bag and the attachments and everything.
Yep.
If you see it recording, you like those.
Yep.
Okay, so he got a good deal on that hair trimmer.
Yes, I did. Yep. I got
there was a problem with this camera. On that last video where I left off, I was about to make a turn, so I unplugged the cigarette lighter. That's how I turn the camera on and off, because I don't want certain road signs showing. So I went to plug it back in and the camera would not come on. I was getting power, the power light lit on the cigarette lighter plug. So I was getting power and I kept putting it in and out. The screen stayed black. Oh, I don't know what happened, but I hope I'm not having trouble with it. Okay, folks, so anyways, I have no idea what happened. But right now it seems to be alright. But I didn't think maybe I should have tried the power button when that happened before taking it off the dashboard to have Tommy look at it and find out why it wasn't recording, because it was getting the power. So I figured I'd give you a little driving video here to show you some things that's starting to green up pretty good. Yeah, so all the restaurants that I normally go for breakfast, none of them are going to be having outdoor seating. They're just not equipped for it. They don't have the place for it. It costs too much. And even our local pizza house, they are staying with pickup orders only. They're not equipped for drive-through. You just park in the front, you go in, wear your mask, and you know, the same old crap that's been going on for 2 months. That's the way it is, folks. So I can't understand people going out on trips when, as far as I know, the hotels are closed. So you're on the road, let's say for several days. Like when I used to drive to Wheeling, it took me 2 days, and that was back in the days when I could see excellent. And even then, I would doze off at the wheel, not off at the wheel, because you don't care how much sleep I get. Driving on the road, it's just a monotonous thing. It took me 2 days to drive from New London, Connecticut, to downtown Wheeling, West Virginia, which was exactly 600 miles. So I had to take a motel, and I might have told you this before, in upstate New York. It's Schoharie, New York, where House Caverns is located. Take the House Cavern Motel. I slept all that day and had to stay an extra night and saw House Caverns. After I recuperated from that long drive from New London to Schoharie, New York, I was exhausted. And that's back in the 70s. I can't drive long distances. Damn these roads. They don't pave them, they just put gravel over them and they call it good. So I can't drive long distances. I could probably drive a 50-mile trip in the daytime only with no problem. Beyond that, no. So how is anybody supposed to go on a long trip if the hotels are closed, the motels are closed, whatever, and you're lucky to be able to find a bathroom where if you have to go to the bathroom, you're lucky to be able to find one on the road because everything is closed.
And I go a lot.
And Tommy goes a lot. I still think you're diabetic. Your last test was close, borderline. I hardly ever go, and when I go, very little.
I gotta come back to jump.
I don't, first of all, I don't drink a lot of liquids. I like coffee. I don't drink a lot of coffee. I'll drink 2 cups a day. Very seldom the 3rd cup. But I don't drink a lot of water. I just don't, unless I'm thirsty, and I don't get thirsty that much. So, I don't pee very much, very, very small amounts. Well, your hair looks good, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm hand holding this camera. Yeah, Tommy's buying. He's giving me the $2
Yeah.
for the coffee. We're not making a video in the car here. I'm just hand holding this, and I'm sorry if it's shaking. It doesn't feel like it's shaking. It don't feel like I'm shaking, but it's a very, very awkward camera to handle. If you have one of these cameras, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They're not made for hand holding. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.